Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP as well as QNT. There's a lot of things happening right now in digitization around the world, especially with Facebook basically rebranding today. The thing about Facebook rebranding that's significant to crypto, we're going to talk about it because it actually has a lot of ties to QNT, and I think that you guys are going to find it very interesting as well. So with that being said, let's just jump into it and let's talk about what is happening throughout this entire market. So first off, we did see, Bitcoin kind of breach 58K the other day. I said that 58K could technically be the bottom since that is a major demand zone. Looks like it is pretty much becoming that. This weekend is extremely important, and I don't mean to say that to make you guys scared or anything like that, but it is the weekly and monthly candle close. I have stressed that multiple times. And with that, we also have to look at Bitcoin, because once we break over 63K for Bitcoin, that is a significant level. We also seen Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin today, and it actually hit an all-time high. That's very good. That's actually very bullish for us. You might be wondering why. Well, essentially, once Ethereum starts outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum is, getting the spotlight, that's where alts really, start to break out. Now, we are not exactly at that stage point yet. I think that Bitcoin has a little bit, more momentum left in it. But in terms of the 24-hour span, a lot of altcoins like Mana are starting to break out, going up 40, almost 4%. We do see other tokens up significant, nothing too crazy though. We do see ENJ almost up 20% though. So, some altcoins are making some fairly large moves. We even see HBAR up actually 7.58%, which is fairly cool to see. XRP is still kind of sitting stable. I always said, it most likely will until we do get to that December timeframe. Of course, we could see some moves in November, but for the most part, I think that's following its 4-year cycle perfectly. In terms of XLM, we're still sitting around 35 cents, which is totally fine. Now with that, we also look at QNT. Now QNT has been ranging around the $290 range for a fairly long time in a strong consolidation. The 24-hour volume is nothing too crazy, but it is what it is. We got to watch for this. In terms of the 3-month span, look at this massive bull flag that's been printing in a sideways consolidation. So, I think that QNT is readying the major breakout point here. I think that it's on a massive spring and it's about to, really get launched. In terms of the holders, we actually seen a little bit of, it wasn't anything significant in terms of an increase. It was like roughly 40. But we have been seeing a lot of, accounts accumulating or addresses accumulating over the past couple days into even weeks. So very, very bullish on that nonetheless. Now, before we fully jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that I did release a new product. It is my dispersion plan during the bear market. This also includes stocks, crypto, and a lot more. I do plan on, updating this with some automated business ideas and techniques that I do on a day-to-day basis besides YouTube that generates me a lot of income. Now, also, we do see the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack here. This includes everything on the store as well as all future content. This is a $400 package, but I do have it on sale for $85. Most of these sales that we do see on here will most likely end at some point in time. But for right now, things are going to probably be settled around this pinpoint until new products get released. I do plan on releasing about 4 new products probably tomorrow. So, definitely look into this if you guys are interested in that, because you do get all future content for free as well. So, yeah, with that being said, let's just jump into it and let's talk about what's happening. So, first off, with XRP, a lot of people always talk down on what XRP actually is. They talk down on, where XRP could go. And this is it, right? First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you're the standard, XRP. And that is the truth, right? And I've said it even on my Twitter, right? If we come down here to, it was a tweet from earlier today. I said people continue to, talk down on XRP as if the assets they are holding doesn't rely on Ripple winning this case. People fail to realize that if XRP gets deemed a security, it's free game for this entire space to be stifled. Think logically, XRP community. And that is the truth, right? I've always discussed that we need to win this lawsuit. And honestly, it looks like we are closing the gap on this lawsuit. In fact, there's a lot more information like this coming out. Now, if you didn't see this, this is actually fairly interesting. It says, not sure if you have been, not sure if this has been brought up in the Ripple lawsuit, but retweet it and make it go viral. We actually see here, the Ethereum Foundation has dug their own grave. I mean, literally, it says in 2014, Ether product purchase agreement. The purchaser recognizes that the Ethereum platform is presently being developed and may undergo significant changes before release. Security. And this is the truth, right? This is exactly why, and here it is, it's highlighted for us. And it's even linked here on the Ethereum, GitHub. But when we're talking about this, this is the same reason why XRP is actually being deemed a security. If you guys didn't know about that, essentially they were saying because XRP is, still doing its ODL development and being, pretty much prospered in terms of, acceptance around the world, they think that is it essentially being a security. In fact, they said that XRP had no use case until the ODL service, which we already know that throughout this entire time, XRP would have been able to be utilized no matter what throughout any sort of time as a currency, as a cross-border bridge, as, even, for prospering in on the XRP ledger, because XRP powers the XRP ledger in a sense, and a lot of those products that are already on the XRP ledger are utilizing XRP. There's a lot of use cases behind XRP, and honestly, the entire platform has already been built out, unlike Ethereum. So technically speaking, if XRP becomes, a security, like I said over here, this is where we want to watch for. Because if XRP gets deemed a security, first off, if XRP loses, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Ethereum is next, followed by multiple other assets in this space. They're going to target anything and everything. Again, we also see here Ripple is looking for a comprehensive settlement, not a partial one, as it insists on extracting clarity for the XRP case, or XRP first. Otherwise, there is no sense in any settlement. XRP will be the standard for the crypto space. And I've always said that with this entire lawsuit, they are not looking to settle at all. In fact, they want full clarity. They also want their name cleared, and they want their name in legitimate lights because they want to IPO immediately after this SEC case is cleared up. Of course, with IPOing comes we do see the US-based customers rejoining the team, utilizing the ODL service, because these are financial institutions that are on the sidelines waiting. There's going to be a lot of XRP talk. In fact, I think if we get a settlement, XRP could easily move to $50 plus. I've always said that. Now we also see here, Ripple, we have created a private version of the XRP ledger which allows banks to issue CBDC and manage them. We see XRP to act as a bridge currency to allow interoperability and liquidity across all these digital assets and fiat. Cindy Young, Ripple Managing Director, Europe. Now, of course, I would watch this, but this is essentially the quote that we are focused on. Interoperability through being a bridge currency. That was always the gist of XRP and Ripple. That was the main goal here. Now, with interoperability, we always talk about QNT as well. In fact, QNT is doing incredibly well with Ripple and XRP, as we did see the Digital Pound Foundation sort of thing happening just recently. That was a huge innovation because, again, QNT is allowing interoperability, and they are going to essentially utilize XRP as well by bridging other DLTs to the XRP ledger, essentially. So they are all going to function together and be able to communicate with each other because of QNT. That's why QNT with XRP is a huge giant. Now we also see here, today's complicated global payment system fails to meet customer expectations due to subpar performance and speed. Our last mile playbook details how blockchain technology can overhaul this process. Listen, I don't need to tell you how big XRP is going to be. They already do a great job at that. In fact, here's them talking about how it's going to be transforming the complex and often unreliable global payments process. I just want to reiterate what that says. The global payments process. This is not just, oh, well, they're doing an ODL service over in the Philippines, or oh, they have an ODL service in Malaysia. No. This is everyday life. This is every single transaction that we see on a day-to-day basis. This is the global payment process. And again, Here's the cross-border payments take weeks to settle. 1 to 2 days to settle. 1 to 5 days to settle. 1 to 2 days to settle. This is all that. This is a horrible way of doing things. This traditional system does not work anymore. It's outdated and we need to step away from it. You might be wondering, well, how do we do that? First off, here is India's demand for real-time solutions. Of course, India has been a huge innovator of crypto. They actually have been adopting crypto a lot. And if you guys want to see, check out this map. So this is high market opportunity, modern payment rails. We also see low market opportunity, older payment rails, and low penetration. But we do see that the major areas around the world, India, first off, has a 4.5, actually ahead of the US. In fact, India is a really good choice. We also see the UK, which we already know what happened with the UK. We also see Europe. They're building their digital euro. So technically speaking, with the UK having their digital, pound, are we about to see the digital euro? Are we about to see the digital rupee? I wouldn't be surprised. Now, with all this, they are focusing on some live countries, Argentina being one. Great. Again, we see the remittance flows. We also see the SME flows. I told you guys the SME flows are sometimes larger than the remittance flows, which is why they, when I talk about the line of credit, it's actually pretty huge in terms of an innovative technology. Now, we also see here Australia, Brazil. Look at the SME flows. I want to reiterate why the SME flows. I mean, over here, the SME flow is actually a little bit less, but still, they are fairly huge use cases. And a ton of money. Again, we actually see more on pretty much, look at this, 1.7 trillion SME flows in Europe. That's how big that market size is there. We see NA here, but we do see 287.5 billion, 31.7 billion, 200 billion. I mean, the numbers continue to grow and grow. And overall, we don't know some of these, like for an example, like the US, we don't know, but they are pretty much focused on the SME sort of standpoint. I've always discussed how we are going to be doing that, and they already have live products around the world working right now through the HODL service, which is incredible to say the least, because it's one of the only projects that actually have live products working for them on a day-to-day basis. In fact, real businesses are building on the XRP ledger to solve real problems. Of course, you could, you can pretty much look at all of the use cases and all the featured products on here, or this is pretty much the main point behind building with the XRP ledger. We also see CBDCs mentioned here, DeFi, NFT, stablecoins, all that kind of juicy stuff that we've always talked about. Now here are businesses and projects running on the XRP ledger. We see Coil, BitPay, BitGo, Fort, GateHub, Exodus. Great use cases nonetheless, and here's that on-demand liquidity that everybody says XRP is not being utilized. Guess what? It is. So when we're looking at all of these major use cases, it's inevitable that XRP and the XRP ledger and Ripple themselves are all going to succeed. Listen, this is a massive racehorse that is moving in unison, and they are going to disrupt these massive scenes. The SME flows are huge. I've discussed how they are massive in terms of a $15 trillion market annually, with billions of dollars flowing through it every single day. People need to wake up and smell the roses. Now we also see here, in terms of Q&T, I know I waited till the last minute. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, right? We do see Meta Platforms, which was known as Facebook, which happened yesterday. This happened because of, I would say, maybe they're kind of working on something pretty cool, the metaverse, who knows, right? But it's pretty cool that when we're looking at one of these major companies like Facebook, first off, this is a huge dispersion of products. This stretches far beyond just social media. There's a lot of connections with Facebook that a lot of people don't actually know about. But this is actually one of the world's most valuable companies, next to the big five, like Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, and Microsoft. But the best part about this is we look at the DM, right? Also known as Libra. Okay, so when we're looking at a lot of what's happening within, the rebranding stage, what is so special about DM, right? Because this is a permission blockchain-based payment system proposed by the American social media company Meta Inc. Okay. The plan also includes a private currency implemented as a cryptocurrency. Now, the best part about this is when we look at here, we do see here, this is from Gilbert Verdian, CEO of Quant Networks. We're working on being the financial infrastructure to move digital assets between networks. There's a lot of activity in this space by banks. We're making QNT the way to sign, encrypt, and secure digital assets to move them between banks, making it a universal utility token. Can you imagine QNT moving JP Morgan coin to another coin or Facebook's Libra coin? All of these need interoperability to transfer between parties. We're making that a reality. Hence the partnership with Ripple to work with the digital pound. Now check this out. This is from QNT themselves. In fact, this move is already beginning to happen as several options for this fiat-backed tokenized money have now been developed in collaboration with regulators and are already coming to market. These options include CBDC in some jurisdictions, collateralization by banks and EMIs, finality, and DM reserve. People need to open their eyes to what's happening right now. Because, listen, this is so much bigger than whatever everybody's been claiming for the last couple years. Yeah, XRP is going to be the global reserve currency, all the money, blah, 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 blah. We've been hearing it forever. But listen, things are moving very fast in this space. Adoption's taking place. Crypto is being adopted in at a massive rate. You don't need, me to tell you that. We've seen it all over the place. We've seen it in the news. We've seen it in the NFT space. We've seen it in the payment space. This is absolutely massive. Now, this, of course, goes in depth on the Overledger DLT gateway, the DLN, the decentralized, or I should say the distributed ledger network. Okay, this is connecting all of those DLTs together. This is marching us fully into the DeFi space, the decentralized finance space. This is going to be a huge, innovative asset as well as XRP. XRP with QNT, I've always said, is such a huge use case. Anybody holding XRP should also be holding QNT. Now, what is going to be happening very soon? Well, I can tell you right now, we're going to be looking at something like this. CBDCs being issued on ledgers. This is also going to be private versions of the ledger itself that is going to allow these central banks to control this currency, to be able to work with it, move it freely, and have it, the most secure that it could possibly be. But of course, we also look at what XRP is going to be acting as, a bridge currency to allow interoperability. Now you might be wondering, well, if XRP can provide interoperability, why does it need QNT? Well, I've already discussed to you. XRP does have interoperability between, fiat, as well as providing the liquidity across fiat and digital assets and stuff. But it also needs to be able to speak with other DLT technologies. How does that work? Well, first off, it needs something like QNT, an API gateway that is built on a DLN, or I should say a DLN that connects all these DLTs, that allows them to gossip and speak with each other and transact with each other. That's where we do see XRP ledgers, or I should say the XRP ledger, communicating with something like the Hedera ledger, right? That is the end goal. Connecting all of the money. I know that everybody wants to say, XRP, all the money, $27 trillion, it's going to blah, blah, blah. I get that. But listen, all that money will flow over XRP, but it will also flow over all other assets as well because they're all going to be connected to our lovely friend QNT. This is the end goal. It is going to be a very rapid, space very soon. Once we get into the utility-driven market, it's end game for all of these assets. But don't take my word for it, because we will revisit this space in a couple years. I don't even think it's going to take too long. And everybody will be saying, I can't believe it's finally happened. It's going to change rapidly. It already is changing rapidly. So, with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This is Nick. Peace out, guys.